Hello, and welcome back to Motivational Book Insights. Today, we are diving into a topic that many of our viewers have raised in the comments: self-respect versus ego, understanding the difference. One viewer said, "Could you also discuss what self-respect is and how it differs from being egoistic?" This is a vital question for anyone on a journey of personal growth, and we're going to address it in today's video. There's a very thin line between self-respect and ego. Everyone has some amount of ego. A healthy ego pushes us to set big goals and believe we can achieve them. But when ego inflates, it becomes a barrier to growth and wisdom. When we think we're always right, we stop listening to others and lose the ability to grow. On the other hand, self-respect is about valuing yourself and others equally, maintaining inner strength without needing to prove yourself. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the difference, but also learn practical steps to keep your ego in check while building a strong sense of self-respect. So, what's in this for you? In today's video, titled Self-Respect versus Ego, Understanding the Difference, we'll show you how to identify self-respect in your actions versus ego-driven decisions, how self-respect contributes to long-term personal and professional success, practical strategies to strengthen self-respect while keeping ego in check, how to differentiate between confidence and arrogance, how to use self-respect to build healthier relationships. Let's begin with Chapter 1, The Power of Self-Respect. Self-respect is about holding yourself to a standard of integrity and honor, without needing validation from others. Mahatma Gandhi embodied self-respect in his fight for India's independence. He stood firm in his values of non-violence and truth without falling into arrogance. He knew his worth, and that's the essence of self-respect. It's about recognizing your value regardless of external opinions. Takeaway: always stand firm in your values, even when it's difficult. Self-respect comes from knowing your worth and not needing validation from others. Chapter 2. When ego takes over. Ego often disguises itself as self-respect, but the difference is that ego seeks validation and superiority, while self-respect is about maintaining dignity for yourself and others. As one viewer pointed out, when we let ego take control under the pretext of self-respect, it stops our growth and creates unnecessary conflicts. When ego takes over, we stop listening and learning. This is the first harmful effect. Ego blocks our ability to grow. Chapter 3. Building healthy confidence. Confidence and self-respect go hand in hand, but they are different from ego. Nelson Mandela was a powerful example of how self-respect can foster confidence. Even after 27 years in prison, Mandela emerged as a leader focused on unity and reconciliation, not revenge. His self-respect gave him the strength to stand tall without needing to dominate others. True confidence comes from within and doesn't rely on putting others down. Takeaway: true confidence comes from self-respect, not ego. Confidence is about lifting others up, not putting them down. Now that we understand the difference, let's look at Chapter 4, Practical Strategies for Balancing Self-Respect and Ego. Self-reflection. Take time to reflect on your actions and motivations. Ask yourself, am I acting out of ego or self-respect? Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness can help you recognize when your ego is getting in the way. Learn from feedback. People with self-respect value feedback, while ego-driven individuals may see it as a threat. Be open to constructive criticism. Stay humble. Humility is the antidote to ego. Recognize that everyone has something to teach you. Takeaway: practice self-reflection and mindfulness regularly. The more you reflect on your actions, the better you'll understand whether you're driven by ego or self-respect. Now we move on to chapter 7, the balance of self-respect and ego. Self-respect is the foundation of healthy relationships, personal success, and inner peace. While ego can create barriers and conflict, self-respect opens doors to understanding and mutual growth. Here are the key points to remember. Self-respect builds relationships. It allows you to form meaningful connections without the need for dominance or validation. Ego creates conflict. Acting out of ego often leads to unnecessary arguments and distances you from others. Self-respect brings inner peace. When you respect yourself, you no longer seek approval or validation from others, which creates lasting inner calm. Ego seeks validation. Ego constantly looks for external approval, leaving you feeling insecure if it's not received. Master the balance. When you balance self-respect and leave ego behind, you create unshakable confidence that doesn't need to prove itself. Takeaway. Self-respect is knowing your worth, while ego is constantly trying to prove it. Focus on cultivating self-respect for long-lasting inner peace and healthier relationships. We make sure to remember what we have learned. Here's the ACTION formula for balancing self-respect and ego. A. Assess your motivations. C. Cultivate mindfulness to check your ego. T. Take feedback gracefully. I. Investigate your reactions, ego or self-respect. O. Own your value without seeking validation. N. Nurture relationships with empathy and humility. This journey of understanding self-respect and ego is one we're all going through together. Your comments helped bring this topic to the forefront, and I'd love to hear more of your thoughts. Leave your comments in the section below and share your experiences. As one viewer wisely shared, the difference between ego and self-respect is crucial for personal growth. Let's continue this discussion and grow together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Motivational Book Insights for more insights as we continue this journey of personal growth and learning together.